Hello everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look at Wargames Atlantic's Renaissance release for the Aztecs. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a look at the Aztec Warrior box from Wargames Atlantic for their Renaissance Gunpowder Mercenaries and Kings range. This box will allow you to build 30 hard plastic Aztec Warriors with a variety of weapons. And as you can see, particularly good to fight against the Spanish Conquistadors during the Mexican War. So inside the box, you get 5 sprues like this. Each sprue lets you build 6 Aztec Warriors. And if we start with the top and work our way down, you'll see we begin with some heads, a variety of headwear and garbs on them. Some are numbered. These ones are numbered because these flourishing feathered sort of crests are specific to the heads in question. We have some arrows, a set of stones in a bag for slinger. Also have the sling arm here. You have a set of the massive maxawatls, the big obsidian studded clubs or axes. In the center you see we have some bows, another sling arm and a drum along with these heads. So you get sort of 2 lightly armoured, 2 unarmoured, and then 2 wearing the animal skin sort of costume for their most fierce warriors. You also see towards the bottom then we have a set of obsidian tipped spears, enough for everyone. We have one of the captain's sort of back banners, the drummers' drumsticks, quivers for the arrows, a atlatl sort of spear thrower, and there's also 4 shields per sprue, so we have 2 up in this top corner sort of unadorned, and then at the bottom we have 2 with feathered bases on them. So there we have it, that's your sprue. Then taking a look at the built miniatures in a bit more detail, starting off with one of our regular warriors. Very easy to build. Nice, crisp cast, minimal in the way of seam lines. Some of the heads I did have a little issue with. They've got these sort of ponytails on them, which meant positioning the heads in the direction I wanted to was a little bit tricky. Sometimes I just had to go with the way that they would sit on the body. But there are plenty of heads in there if you want to start swapping around. Taking a look then at one of our ranged. So here we have the atlatl. So like a staff sling, only for javelins or large bow weapons. With so many different heads and styles and options on them, the Conquistadors didn't fight alone. They made alliances with other tribes who were against the Aztec rule, so some of these could actually be used alongside Conquistadors. There we go, one of our archers. And then a slinger. Nice set of sculpts. I do appreciate the fact that they've added in bags for the slingers. Often crossbowmen get their little quarrels in bags and quivers of arrows for archers, and the slingers are left just with a sling in their hand and nothing else. And yes, they could just pick a rock up off the ground, but really that's not how that works. So I appreciate the ammo pouch. Obviously with these unarmoured torsos, you may want to do a bit of filling, or just take a thin polystyrene cement and rub it across the shoulder joints a couple of times to make those blur. And we have two of our sort of captains. So here you see one armed with one of those mighty Macawattles. So, Leopard Warrior. Very simple designs, but so much character to them, and a lot of options for painters as well. See the captain here with that banner. Not sure how these were produced by the Aztecs, so whether or not they should be as prominent as they are on this is another matter, but it should make for easy days painting them. There you see the spear. So, beautiful set of miniatures. If people are interested in trying out, I suppose, an often overlooked period, there's a lot going on in Europe, so there's a lot of games based in and around Europe, but considering the amounts of conquistadors involved, it's a very small number in comparative terms. Obviously the Aztec Empire was massive, but yeah, beautiful figures once again from Wargames Atlantic. And like I say, if you're looking for a game, Irregular Wars, Battles at the World's End, or Conflict at the World's End rather, is a good one to start with. It's more or less built specifically for things like this and for that period, but I'm sure there are others out there. If people have any ideas of how they would play it, drop them below. So there we have it, the Aztecs for the 16th century. Presumably their level of technology and weaponry didn't really change over the several hundred years in the lead up to it, so you could do some more interesting sort of apocalyptic style games with Aztecs carving their empire out, or you can go ahead and play them alongside the Conquistadors as one of the other tribes in the area that the Conquistadors managed to get on side. But great box set. I'd be interested to know what people think of them and what games they play with them. If you drop those below, I'll speak to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.